Now we come to the big one, BOL, which covers the footpaths that fell into the old county borough of Bolton. Although this contains the central area of Bolton, the BOL area does contain a wedge of territory in the north between Edgerton and Horwich, and in the south between West Horton and Kearsley, giving the outline shape something like a sunfish. As far as numbering goes, the old council had a policy of charging the number at every junction with another path. So there's a huge amount of paths, but some of them are very short, and the same name lane have over a dozen different numbers over its course. Isn't that wacky?
Good morning, good evening, good night, good whatever time of day it is. Welcome to probably our biggest branch of footpaths that we'll actually cover on the show, because there's an issue with doing it outside of our town, which is coincidentally the fact that footpaths themselves exist and that are actually pretty difficult to film. But that's beside the point. Welcome to the beginning of our series on BOL, and welcome to the first video in the series covering, I don't know how many footpaths there are going to be in this video. Have a good time and take care, everyone.
Okay. Right, go forward then.
Okay. We're going to have a lot of sleeper videos.
Yeah. To start with, then we'll get used to it. Yeah, seems to be doing okay at the moment.
Oh, you filming that now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. Have you all considered liking and subscribing? Seriously, I really like it. Tell you what, the next person to subscribe, I'll buy you a pint. With my own money. Because I think that you are great. And I really actually do consider the fans. And if you're watching our video, thank you.
And this little spot here, where the path comes to a stream, this marks the end of BOL001. The path continues up to a renovated farm called Hampson's, and I seem to remember it gets very rough. That Blackburn aren't looking after it that well, but fortunately that's not for today. This is the end of BOL001. Hello, this is the start of BOL002. It's only a short path which will take us to the junction with BOL005 and BOL001. It's quite squelchy here, so let's watch our step.
Right, we're continuing on the path. I'll have to keep a pretty big distance because Smooth Q2 keeps on getting pulled by our microphone wire. But that's okay, it's all okay. On the bright side, the scenery is actually quite nice. Very lovely to look at. Yep. Scenery is gorgeous.
Hello. This post marks the end of BOL002, just a little way into the woods, because that way is BOL005 going over to Dunscar Golf Course, and this one is BOL001.
Careful, as it's a little bit slippy when it's wet. Hello everyone, here we are at BOL3. Of course we're going that way because one, that's the way that you're supposed to go, and two, of course we're not heading that way because that way is actually the border. So what's beyond that point there is actually Blackburn, and this is the border because of the river. Well, not really the river. It's a clough. I've forgotten the name of the clough, but
Longworth Clough.
It's Longworth Clough, and this is the start of TBN 03.
No, BOL03. Never mind, we'll get used to it.
Okay.
That way then.
Like, SOS help me, because I'm just losing my mind. Oh no, the microphone!
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Well, sorry about the mic.
And at this point, this junction, this is the end of BOL003.
What a lovely ending.
Because going forward is BOL004 and heading this way is BOL002. Hello, we're now at the start of BOL004, otherwise known as Longworth Lane, which changes its name, well, changes its footpath number a number of times. Each time it meets another one, it changes its name, so that indicates a slight different policy from the Turton Bradshaw area, certainly, where you had one long footpath that kept its number while others branched off. This one's a bit different.
Hey guys, yeah, did you hear about the man who was cut in half? He's alright now.
After a quick costume change, this is the end of BOL4, where BOL7 heads off to the right to Smithfold Farm, and the continuation down here is BOL6. Just here at the junction of BOL01 and BOL02 marks the point where BOL05 heads up that way through the woods to begin with, and then it takes a narrow straight course across the golf course. So as usual with those sort of paths, watch out for little flying white objects. But I don't think there's any dispute about it, and it should be reasonably well waymarked. As you can see here, there's a sign about crossing Dunscar Golf Club telling you to take care and look out for golfers in play. And let's hope they also look out for walkers in play.
Yeah, because if I get hit by a golf ball today, I'm suing.
Out of the woodland, the path, as I said, goes straight ahead. You can see a way marker by the tree there, and hopefully there's a good set to lead you straight across the course with a minimum of fuss.
Also with a minimum of golf balls to the head.
After getting across the golf course, there are some waymarking posts. I think they could probably do with a couple more. I think you could lose the trail in the mist, but we've come through it safe and sound. And at the far end, it comes to the edge of a wood, and you descend through that down to Gale Brook.
Let's go.
Okay, the waymarks take you down through the wood, and after rain you need to be a bit careful if you're going to use the bridge, because it gets slippery, but it's easily avoided. Not sure about these two which we're about to attempt, but this is the end of BOL5. Once Gale Brook forms the boundary with Blackburn and Darwin, so the path continuing on up the other side is Blackburn Path.
Hello everyone, this is the end of BOL4 and we're heading up that way.